I was working a quarter of the time as a teacher and 75% of the time as a performing musician. And so I hit a lot of obstacles, and I landed upon the Octalysis framework. And it was really one of the guiding forces for me in starting my first job in creating educational games. I designed 4 games with that company. And then I wanted to move to sort of a higher league. And so I started pursuing another job. And then the Octalysis Prime membership gave me a lot of pieces to look out for, such as the real-life RPG and productivity skills, networking, and then also members, their examples that they gave of how they got where they wanted to go. And that ended up resulting in me finding this dream job, where now I'm a music education game designer. One of the main things that I was getting out of Octalysis when I first joined was there was a lot of things, so I'll go through them all. One of them was the accountability aspect of it, they're creating accountability groups. The other one was there's a metaphor of the geese, when they fly, there's all the rest honk from behind for the one that's in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an aspect of that where everybody really sort of gave each other energy to work toward what they wanted to do. So there was celebrating wins, evaluating where you might have gone wrong. And then there was other people who really, like yourself and June, leading by example and always putting, it was a place where everyone would give their content and their ideas and workshop. And I think also the diversity of the group and the backgrounds that they come from. So education, programmers, product managers, user experience designers, public speakers, there's a whole range of people. And I think having that number of perspectives on things and the things that they recommended was also just, it was almost like more than I could keep up with. So yeah, there was definitely getting introductions through people and getting suggestions on ways to go about networking was another one. And that was, I think, what ended up getting me the job, was that I went through the normal application procedures and realized through interacting with some people, oh, this is a company I'd really like to be part of, but there's aspects of this position that aren't really a real fit. But I saw where I could possibly fit in, with my specialization. And so I just went for it and just talked to the person who's now my boss and just kept meeting with them, and they actually created a position for me as a result of that. So
cool.
That was definitely a result of that the environment I felt that I was getting from Octalysis, of just people going, research this, I wish I could be more concrete in actual examples, actually. Like, for instance, like June talking about one of the ways he got that job was by writing the blog post about what he would do in his first days.
Yeah.
There's some of the things that I ended up sort of talking about, like strategies that I would pursue and what I would do for that.
Did you feel like the Octalysis framework itself helped, or you applied it?
I think it's hard to know, because I'd been so into Octalysis for about a year or 2 years before that. So in a way, I feel like I've integrated it a lot into just how I think about things. I definitely think it was a big part of it, because talking about core drives, and I wouldn't say core drives because it goes off. Yeah. So using more like simple language, it definitely gives me legitimacy to knowing that the choices that I made as I was talking them through the game designs that I built based off of what I learned from Octalysis, knowing that I can break it down and give them other examples. I think that impresses a lot of people quite often when you bring that